Yeah, man. We got another one. So, in the fight for reparations, they keep throwing these little tethers in the mix, right? So, meet Linda Tarrant-Reid. She has now been appointed to the Study of Reparations Committee in New York because she was a little black girl in Westchester. But was you a foundational black American black girl? I don't think so. Cause she trying to dodge them cash payments. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast. This is crazy. All yiggity. And I'm back, and you know it. You know I got the exposing, man. When we talking about this paper, man. We talking about this paper, and here we go. Here we go. So let me first of all, let me show you something real quick. So we got one suspect tether, Andrea Stewart Cousins. I don't know no black person with the last name Cousins. See that they be giving it away with their little hyphenated names. You see what I'm saying? Because they got to keep the tether on there. Just like her. Her name is Linda Tarrant-Reid. Now, if she was just Linda Reed, you'd probably be like, but that Toronto, yeah, that's Caribbean Bibian dough. Listen to how she talk. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all let me know if y'all think she Caribbean. Then I'm going to tell you what she did. Listen to it.
The food insecure. Food insecurity disproportionately affects communities of color. So what better time to talk about it than Black History Month?
Wait a minute. Communities of color. Listen, I wouldn't be talking about you if you wasn't a tether. I wouldn't be talking about you. I would have respect for you, old lady, if you wasn't actively seeking to undermine foundational black Americans. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of what Shorty did. It says Linda Tarrant-Reid saw firsthand what racial injustices looked like as a young girl in the 1950s in New Rochelle. Racial injustices. We ain't talking about that. We talking about descendants of slaves. Racial injustice was experienced by all the immigrants too. See that little trick little word right there? Anyway, it goes on to say, which had separate schools for black children until the federal judge ordered the city to integrate the schools in 1961. I wonder why that happened. They just decided to do it, huh? No, black people fought for that and the right for tethers to come over here, but that's a different story. Today, Tarrant-Reid, an author and a nonprofit leader who still lives in Westchester County City, where she was raised, holds a new role that will put use to her experience as a Black History scholarship. She's one of the 9 people appointed last month to New York's commission that will examine the lasting harms caused by slavery and racial discrimination. Nope, we ain't looking at racial discrimination. We're looking at slavery and the compensation for that. That bill's big enough. We'll get to the rest of the stuff, but we talk about slavery right now. They're trying to get this racial discrimination in there to add the tethers. Then what you gonna add? Mexicans? Then you might as well add Asians and Indians too. Everybody get racially discriminated on in a hierarchy of white supremacy. Come on now. Who you talking to? That's stupid. That's all inclusive. Why always got to be all inclusive when it come to us? No, we talking. See, that's that remix. Slavery and racial injustices. Nah, just slavery. That's it. That's all. And then it says, it goes on to say the panel was formed under a law signed in December by Governor Kathy Hoke. the culmination of 6 years push in Albany that finally led to the bill's passage last June is charges to do a broad study. Here we go with the studies and issue a report within a year. At least there's a timeline on it about the appropriate remedies and reparations. So notice they go get tethers who ain't eligible for them to try to crowbar their way in there, dilute it so that they can get something too. Also, this is a trick anyway. You can't give money based on color, but you can give it based off lineage, though. But giving it based off color is discrimination, and you will have thousands of white people filing lawsuits. But you can give it based off of lineage, the lineage of the people who descend from American slaves. See, you can't remix that. Either you is or you ain't. Is you is or is you ain't from slavery. That's it. Since New York was the second state after California in 2020 to order reparations study, several states have done so as well, and at least one have started making amends. Here they go. See, I knew back when I did that Evanston story that they was just going to continually, like a drum, beat that like that's something. That $25,000 for a house ain't nothing. But here they go. Evanston, Illinois approved paying up to $25,000 per person initially for home costs only. Later expanded it to direct payments to Black residents whose families lived through the city's era of housing discrimination. See, that in itself, that them pushing that was the setup for the get down later. Yeah, redlining was a thing, and we should be compensated for as such. Not no damn $25,000. That's not it. But see, they gonna throw that up in your face every time. They trying to shoot low. Now it's about a meal. It's about a meal, fam. Let's not get past that. But now they got Tether Linda Tarrant-Reid Jones trying to tell y'all, let me just skip all the way to the bottom to what she said. Because they've I also want you to hear this though. And I got his picture pulled up too. So I did a little something. It says, this would be a wonderful opportunity for me to really utilize all of my information, all of my skills, all my beliefs. And there's a major difference, she said. Black people have not been treated full as equal citizens, even though we've worked very hard in civil rights movement to bring about legislation in housing and transportation and voting rights, but there's still more work to do. The panel's future recommendations could take many forms. Some may cause political turbulence. Republican lawmaker voted against the commission bill after Hoke signed it into state GOP. Ed Cox bashed the project as divisive and unproductive. And it says, I quote, taxpayer-funded exercise is futility, and it is a slap in the face to all New Yorkers, regardless of race, who are demanding solutions to real problems, not imagined ones. So he trying to call slavery and all of that just imagined problems. But let me show y'all who this guy is. Edward F. Cox. Edward Riley Finch Cox is an American corporate and finance lawyer and the current chairman of the New York Republican State Committee. He is married to Tricia Nixon Cox, the daughter of President Nixon. Oh, so you a suspected white supremacist, huh? That's what you is, huh? No words. We already know his job to be opposition. I just wanted to let you see who was speaking. But back to old girl. Keep looking at who's saying this though. It says, and he said this too. So he said that. She said a bill signing ceremony. Hoke acknowledged that a lot of people instinctively dig in when they hear about reparations, but she pointed to a litany of unmistakable disadvantages for Black Americans, including elevated rates of poverty, illness, and death, polluted city air. Here they go with that climate or this pollution cleaner air is reparations because we got the dirty air in the hood and all that. Man, get out of here. Give us the money and we can move. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, death, poverty, all that. Give us the money. We'll build our own hospitals. Y'all see. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. When we get that money, y'all gonna see. We ain't even gonna be studying, y'all. Make sure that y'all go get some blops and some blam blams too to protect what you got, because you know they're gonna be coming for it. Anyway, lagging home ownership and college education. You know they had to throw education in there. Hurdles to obtain generational wealth. You know how we can get generational wealth? By you giving us back the generational wealth that you stole from the ancestors that work for free. That's how we can get that back. They just say idiotic, stupid stuff. Anyway, and it says, and I quote, "And to those who think that having this conversation is unfair or wrong, I say it would be wrong not having it," Holick said, "because to bend the arc of justice, we have to be willing to talk about the hard things, right? To debate them and argue them, it's all right. We owe it to each other and our fellow New Yorkers to have a candid, good faith conversation." She said, before her appointed on the commission, Westchester lawmaker Tariq Rand in February was recognized in Black History Month both for her writings and her 13-year nonprofit, which let me show y'all this. She got a nonprofit where, you know, they grow plants and give them to poor people. And yeah, that's it. One of the three gardens is 10,000 square foot, former grounds of Lincoln Elementary School, segregated, blah, blah, blah. The New York State Committee on Reparations Remedies, as it is formally known, has yet to meet or begin its work. In an interview, Tarrant-Reid shared on initial thoughts on the missions, whereas it should be explored. Here's excerpts from the discussion, lightly edited or clarified. Question: what type of remedies should the commission consider? Uh-oh. Now this is when you get to the meat and potatoes. Here we go. Now they asking her straight up. Her answer: what I really expect for all of us to do is to really do a deep dive into the harms which have impacted African American and their heirs of slavery to a great degree. Now, notice you use African Americans, heirs of slavery, right? Across the board: housing, education, building Black wealth, healthcare, in all areas Black people have experienced great harms and lack of access and lack of equality. Here we go, that access and equality. So social justice is a huge part of the reparations puzzle. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. We don't care about your social justice. We care about that paper and that anti-Black crime bill. That's about as far as social justice as we going. Just give us the bill, be done with that, and give us the paper, which is a huge part of the puzzle. Here we go. And now here they go. They ask her straight up, what about payments? How can the damage cost be calculated? This was her time to shine. This was her time to dig in there and get right to it. But here go the pussyfoot. I think that that's a big question and one that will be tackled with much deep analysis. This is not something you can just say out loud without a real deep analysis. Here she go. Evanston is the first city to enact cash reparations law. So that is something to watch. It's really not just cash payments. It's an investment in the future of Black Americans who have been harmed by institutions of slavery. It is about cash payments. Why is everybody just so scared to say that? It is. And the stronger And the louder and the prouder that you say it is the more they'll take you serious. But they put her there for a reason to do exactly what she doing with the stall, pussyfoot, ping pong tactics. Question: do existing government programs such as contract set asides for minority owned businesses address the lasting damage of slavery and discrimination? Well, it's minority owned. That's not specifically, remember, y'all was talking that descendants of slavery and slavery and slavery. All minorities ain't got, minorities ain't even us. They're not even talking about us when they talk about minorities. Anyway, she say, certainly there are some small steps to be inclusive. What? We don't want to be inclusive. See, this is tether talk. They haven't been that successful in including the large swath of black population that experienced the harms and continue to experience the harms. In housing, you still have housing discrimination laws being violated. Recently, one of the major real estate companies we're here in Westchester just got sanctioned for discrimination in housing. Against who? These are incredible starts, but they are drop in a bucket compared to what needs to be done to bring African Americans up to a level where they're full citizens receiving equal access and equal justice. That's why I don't like that African American word, because guess what, y'all? Elon Musk is technically an African American. I just want you to know that. So as a Somali person, so as a Nigerian person, wherever you're from over there, they technically African Americans, but they are not descendants of slaves. And see, she's very good at tricking and jumbling the words up to make you think she's talking about specifically us, while trying to backdoor her little community up in there. Question: does the area stand out as more important than others? Yeah, that money, the cash, fam. Watch what she say. Answer: I don't want to put one harm over another because all of them are bad. All of them have held African Americans back. So what we want to do is a study to the range of harms and then make some recommendations, some repairs and reparations that's what in general we're changing, or we're charging to do things. What are you talking about? That's the end of that too. I'm done with that, right? She's done. That was a nothing burger with a zero salad and a nada drink with extra abyss sauce. There was nothing there, fam. Like, that was straight gobbledygook, fam. But this is who they go get. Let me show y'all once again. Matter of fact, let me let you hear her talk again. This is who they.
To receive this recognition is a testament to the fact that our team is doing the right thing, providing locally grown, pesticide-free vegetables free of charge to the vulnerable population in New Rochelle via a mobile vegetable truck. This breaks down so many barriers with growth.
Girl, you just doing so much for the community. I mean, and listen, pesticide-free vegetables and all of that is cool, whatever. But this is who y'all go get. This the revolutionary spirit that y'all go get to talk about reparations. This it. That's who you get. Why everybody they always go get for us is always mush mouth? Why is that too? Why they always go get somebody mush mouth?
Eat, people have access to free vegetables delivered directly to their neighborhood. They are able.
Why we always got to get the mush mouth individuals, fam? Why this has to happen? Bit it's a whole bunch of them. It's a whole list of them. What's the dude? Good Trouble. What's the dude? The Good Trouble. Somebody put in the comment. What's the dude? The Good Trouble dude that died. That they made a look. The Edmonds Prejudice Bridge. It's Selma. I got my head whooping Selma. Anyway, uh, yeah, man, we gotta watch out for these people, man. Yeah, what y'all is there enough black people in New York to do anything about this, or is it just all we gonna appoint our bootlicking little coons to do our dirty work and nobody's none to, is it that many tethers in New York where ain't nobody around to do nothing about this is my question, because this is who appointed her, Andrea Stewart Cousins. She is the she's the state senator, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And she's tetheristic as well too with that last name Cousins. I'm gonna just let you know right then and there. That's I already know. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And you know I got 4 words for you. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your vomit, share if you care about getting black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we own, Jones. And just to bring it all home, let me look you. No, my bad. I ain't mean to do that. But anyway, I got love. I got peace. I got blessings. And aloha. I'm out the door. For sure how you already know.